see. All right. All right, guys. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome aboard to the Aftermarket Recap. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Thanks so much for taking the time out of your day to join me today and every afternoon, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the YouTube channel. Bottom right-hand corner of your screen, little black logo. Click on that, turn on notifications, subscribe to our channel. Make sure to hit the thumbs up if you like these videos. Let's go ahead and get started. The Dow closed up 239 points. Thank you very much to Home Depot and Walmart, the big winners today on the Dow. Walmart being up 5.11% post earnings, Home Depot up 4.06% post earnings. Just a reminder, tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning, we do have retail sales coming in for the United States. That's core, excluding auto and gas. And we have the regular retail sales. That'll both be coming out at 8:30. I'll make sure to be on Twitter to get that info out to you. NASDAQ down about 0.19% off the lows, obviously, 13,102. S&P up about 0.19%. We did tag that 200-day moving average that we talked about and rejected immediately. So we were right. At least it did tag today. Let's go ahead and go to the daily, and then again, you could see it right there, that 200-day, right at 43.26 and rejected. Does that mean that that's it? It's over? We can't go above it? Of course not. Of course we can go above it, 43.65. But at least that was tagged. That's at least a number that we were looking for. I expect us to go higher. I expect positive retail sales tomorrow. That should get us to 43.65. After that, that's where it really gets interesting. I mean, we didn't settle above the 200-day. We only tagged it. Now, do we get it tomorrow with retail sales and actually settle above? And guys, we're really not that far out. I mean, think about it. 43.65. If we get there, we're at levels not seen since the end of April, sure. But again, then you got another little space here to 45.64. And if you get there, well, all bets are off. We may go to all-time highs. But again, step at a time as traders. Again, that 200-day moving average becoming our resistance now. What I want to short here, I mean, it gets interesting, sure, if we get to around 42.26, maybe 42.50. But until then, this 20-day moving average on the hourly has been pretty solid to kind of give us some kind of direction since last Wednesday. We do have a gap to fill here at around 41.23. We have a gap to fill here at 40.91. We got a gap to fill here at 40.72. We got a gap to fill here at 39.22, and so on and so forth. There's more to go. So again, you can call me a little, at least not pessimistic, but just cautious. Again, as a investor, I'm loving the price action, especially football. Football, I've been absolutely murdered on. That thing was up 60% today. Again, I still hold it, so I'm not getting too excited to buy any today, obviously. But again, it was nice to see at least that stock be up for me today. Target continues to roar higher. If you guys remember, we hit that 200-day. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago. Investment Club is in that. I think we sent that out. We got in the target trade on June 22nd, and the price I got it in was at 141.38. It is now at 180. Great stuff, team, on that one. Let's keep it moving here. Small caps were pretty flat today, underperforming the S&P, but again, beating the NASDAQ. Dollar index fell pretty much, was popped today and then flat for the rest of the day. Let's go and take a look at it. We got as close to that resistance. Remember we were talking about that? 106.97, got really close, rejected. And we're now right now at 106.48. Equities did seem to like that, as of course my phone loves to ring as I'm doing stuff. This is why I always keep airplane mode on my phone. 106.71, again, you could see here on the daily still that trend line. We've kind of broken out and then kind of came back in. It seems to be just lower highs as we go along. Let's go to 10-year notes, 10-year yield. Same deal. Nothing has really changed today. 10-year yield did pop and then came back down. Did we fill that gap? We did. We just didn't fill this one here at 27.94. We should expect that possibly tomorrow. High yield credit down 0.47%. The government bonds did bid today 0.42% on TLT. Investment grade down 0.39%. Crude oil, the bubble that is crude oil, yes, continues to slide. We do have oil inventories tomorrow. 84.61 is still my level to watch. It seems to be that we're kind of just hovering around there. We got as low as 85.64 and bounced. So let's see if that support does hold. Gasoline, $2.91. Gold, 0.43% at 1790 on a firmer dollar. Silver down 0.80%. Bitcoin eked out a gain, 24,000, and Ethereum down 0.48% at 1883. Pretty much the day here as follows. Let's go ahead and get back to S&P. So we do have retail sales tomorrow, and again, you could see that we did break above the 200-day, but still below it. But again, this megaphone setup has been kind of been money so far. 4,400 seems to be my next target, and I think we do get there. Again, as long as no bad news happens, I think the only bad news that we have coming up for us, at least towards the end of August, really is that Fed minutes. Really not much. But again, we have retail sales tomorrow. And then we also have OPEX on Friday. So we'll probably see some volatility on Friday. Probably get some bulls who are closing some positions that they were long for the past month. They probably did very well. So with that being said, I mean, not a lot of volume. You can see it here, guys. Just drop in volume the past 2 weeks. And I told you that August is pretty slow. And this kind of low volume has been kind of a pain. But opportunities are there. For example, we did play JP Morgan. JP Morgan, JPM today. There was a gap to fill that we talked about this morning, in Discord, 125.33. We broke above the 100-day. We now settled above it. We did have the 125 calls. We got as high as 97%. I still have the runner on it. I got 40, and I'm still holding one contract. It's up 29%. So a good trade there. There is opportunities and some value. We saw a little bit of rotation out of NASDAQ today and into more value. Walmart, Home Depot got the love today. And then you had Amazon up 1.12% ahead of earnings, retail sales tomorrow. So a little bit of front running possibly. The big losers today, at least in terms of groups, technology, healthcare, real estate, energy was pretty flat, even though crude oil was down. Communication services, Google, Facebook, Meta, 0.22%. Defensives did well. Thank you, Walmart. Materials and cyclicals did well. Thank you, Home Depot. It is the heaviest weighted. Financials did okay. Thank you, JP Morgan, on that trade. So we just have to see what tomorrow brings. To be honest, it wasn't really much to talk about. As we get lower and lower volumes, you're just kind of just waiting to see what's the next trade to come out there. You can't really force it. On Microsoft, again, we're right below the 200-day. I expect us to smash above it tomorrow. And then we'll probably get to around 295. I do have the 295 calls for Friday, and they are down right now around 30% right now, So with that being said, guys, I don't want to waste your time either. Pretty quiet for the most part. There is opportunities, but again, don't go all in on anything. It's been a relatively quiet week so far. CNBC has their backup anchors here talking, so you imagine how slow it is. But for the most part, I'm not trying to put a lot of risk on the table either. I'll see what retail sells tomorrow does. Maybe we do retest 42.84, maybe give us a chance to probably go long. As you can see, the dips have been bought the past week, and there's can't really fight the trend here. Again, I want to short, but give me an opportunity to short would be the best bet. Have a great rest of your afternoon. I will catch you guys tomorrow for the morning note. Cheers.